Hello everyone, I am Manav, and in this video we are gonna learn about motion. You will say that I have already made a video on the motion. That was my yesterday's video. This is true? Yeah, this is. But I'm not going to tell you about the laws of the motion and whatever like this thing. I am going to tell you about displacement, distance, how the path is dependent, why the distance is dependent on the path. All these things we are gonna cover in this video. In our previous video of the motion, what we have discussed? That time we discussed that motion is what? Movement. But there is a little bit change in that definition. Movement from a reference point. Now you'll say, what do you mean by this reference point? If, let's suppose, this is a point. From here, I moved here. So, when I was moving, I was in motion. What? I was in motion. Because there is a point. There at that time, there was a point. At that particular point, first I was standing there, and after that I moved. When I was moving, that is our motion. If a thing is moving like this, so first its reference point was here. I mean the reference point is still here. This is our motion. Rest object, it has its reference point and it's still there. So it is still there. It is not moving. It's not going near to the reference point. It's not going away or further from that reference point. This is our motion. What is it? It is motion. Motion and rest. So I hope both the terms are clear with you. Now let's move on to path. If you want to go further from that particular reference point, or you want to go near to that particular reference point, you must cover what? A path. You will go in a path. You'll go away from that reference point in a path, or you are in the air. No. You'll have to cover a particular path. You must have to cover the path, the total path that you have covered in this process of what we say this. Yes. With let's start it. I'm confused. No. Refresh. No. So, when you will go away or far, there will be process of motion. There will be motion. And when you are doing that thing motion, so there would be a path in which you will go. There would be a path in which you will go. The total path that you have covered in this process of motion is known as distance. And in the beginning of this video, what I have told you, I told you that we are going to learn about distance and displacement. So our path is of two types, displacement and distance. What is distance? The total path that you have covered. We used to say that he is the distance between Delhi and Mumbai is I don't know the actual distance. Let's suppose 101 kilometer. Distance mean the total path. This is Delhi, this is Mumbai. So the total path between them is known as distance. Let's suppose my home is here, my school is here. There are many paths to go. I can go here, then making some shortcuts here. I'm going, this is my school and this. I can also go from here. Also, I can also go from here. I can also go from here. I can also go from like this, like in a loop path. Then, so there are different distance that you can cover while the motion. But you know what is the shortest distance? Let's suppose this is my home, this is my school. Let's suppose there are 4 ways to go. One is here, one is here, one is here, and one is here. 2 ways are of equal distance. That is a what we say this 11 kilometers. Second, at the left side, it is 2 kilometers. At the right, it is 3 kilometers. Now, if I'll put a question that from those, or can you determine any of them or any other? You can discover any other way or the path that is shortest way to go from my home to my school. The most of the people will answer what? 2 kilometer path. I'll say too much mind. But now I'll say you are wrong. There can be another distance. There can be another path to go that is shortest. That is shorter than my 2 kilometer path. Now, carefully listen. What? Listen with that. Listen it. The shortest path between 2 places is always a straight line. Now, this is written in your NCERT book also. And the thing that is written in physics, that is taught by physics, that will always true, actual, factual, any of the synonym. What? If my house or my school is here, home is here, so the straight line between my house and between my home is the shortest distance. It can be 1500 meter. It can be 1.5. It can 1.5 kilometer. 1 kilometer. But please, please, please remember this thing. This is too much important. That shortest line, that straight line, the shortest distance between the two places, that straight line, is known as displacement. What is known as? It is known as displacement. Displacement. Distance and displacement. I hope it is very much clear to you. Now, let's move to dependent and independent terms on the basis of distance and displacement. So, let's begin with our topic. Our distance is dependent on path. Let's suppose this is my home, this is my school, this is my home. There is a way like this in a loop, so it will cover more path. And if there is another way, like in a slope way, not too much looping like this, it will be shorter than that. This tells us that distance is dependent on the path. Distance is path dependent. But our displacement will always remain equal, straight line. So our displacement is independent in terms of path. Now, let's move on to the our independent and dependent terms on the basis of direction. Direction. North, south, west, east. So, now, what is the thing that you have to learn? Let's suppose this is my home, this is your home, and displacement between both these houses are 10 kilometer or suppose 20 kilometer. So yesterday I came to your home. How much do I cover? The distance is 20 kilometer and displacement is also 20 kilometer. You said that don't come on my house because my house is burning due to a fire. So I said you that okay, I am going. I was a little sad, but when I came back, displacement will be 40 kilometer. But I know the distance will be 40 kilometer. Displacement will be 40 kilometer. Yes? No. It will be 0 kilometer in total. How? Because first the initial point of me is my house, and the final point is also my house. So displacement is 0. So I hope friend you understand our today's topic, and I will meet you in my next video. Till then, stay connected with me, and I think you have got a little enjoy in this direction terms because it was a little tricky. So thank you.